Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know this is not financial advice. I am only here to entertain you and to remind you to buy on red candles. And speaking of red candles, Solana, I think we're going to have some red candles in the immediate and near future. And, we know this is happening because of this, right? So all of the cryptocurrency that was held by FTX needs to be liquidated in order to pay back the creditors. Right now, they have about $3.5 billion worth of cryptocurrency on hand to liquidate. They owe the creditors like 8 billion. Now they're not obviously going to sell it all at once. They're going to do it in tranches, 50 million one week, 100 million the next, maybe, depending on what the market is, maybe up to 200 million. But one of the reasons that Solana is being so greatly impacted is because FTX held almost $700 million worth of Solana itself. And the reason that they held that much is because SBF, Sam Bankman Fried, really believed in Solana. He felt like it was a great ecosystem and probably the most undervalued and underrated cryptocurrency out there. That's why they held so much of it. So if you are a Solana hodler and you're thinking long term of the prospectus of the ecosystem, this is not going to bother you so much. You understand that eventually, once they're done selling off, there's going to be a bottom, and this would be an opportunity for you to DCA, dollar cost average, into your position, get more Solana at a less expensive price is good for you. In the short term, though, it's going to stink. You're gonna watch your portfolio, depending on how much you hold, go down. So I understand it's hurtful. There is going to be a bottom, though. And what people are hoping is that, you know what, maybe this doesn't even have to happen at all. Maybe we could get somebody else to jump in there and take over FTX. Have some, sell it to someone, reboot it, rebrand it, get it up and running again. And that's what the majority of the creditors want, because there's a $5 billion gap between what they have on hand and what they're owed. So that's what people are hoping, especially when it comes to, the FTT token. So right now, that FTT token was the utility token of FTX. And without a functioning FTX, what is FTT really? There's no utility for it. Right now it's just acting as a store of value, which is, I think it's trading right now for a little over a buck. And people are hoping that if somebody takes over FTX, they get it up and running again, there's a chance that the FTT token could be on the rise. And that's what people want. So, along with Solana, which I said is about $700 million that they own, the next one in line is going to be the FTT token. That's about 530 million. But they do have some Bitcoin, some Ether, some Doge and Matic and other cryptos that are in there that are of a lot of value. But the biggest tranche of cryptocurrency is this almost $1.3 billion worth of crypto that's held by third party, other exchanges. So we don't exactly know what's in here, but we can imagine it's probably a collection of what they have here. So all of that needs to be liquidated. They're not going to do it all at once, don't worry. And right now, the acting CEO is John Ray. And he's trying to get back as much money as he possibly can for the creditors. But the creditors are unhappy with him. They feel like, you know what, he's really not doing his best to get back as much value for them as possible. You see a lot of money sitting there, and they feel like, before it's all said and done, all of this, as bankruptcies do, they last a super long time and could be anywhere from 6 months to a couple of years to get through this bankruptcy process. And they're wondering why he doesn't take that money and actively invest it in order to get some more money that they could pay back to the creditors. Instead, it's just sitting there and money is slowly being bled out by all of the paychecks that they have to pay, attorneys' fees. So they're watching their portfolio, the entire holdings of that right now, just being slowly bled and drained. So they hope that, they could get back as much as they possibly can. John Ray is trying to do as much as he can, according to him, to get back as much as he can, as far as even doing some clawbacks. Now, he wants to take some money back from people that were paid by SBF to do some marketing. Some big name people like Shaquille O'Neal, Naomi Osaka, these people were paid to the tunes of millions of dollars. I don't think that's necessarily fair. I think that, if you're someone that is a celebrity and you're paid to do some marketing and you go on to your social media platforms and you talk about whatever it is that you're being paid for and you do it, well, you've held up your end of the bargain. I don't think that clawing back money to people that you've paid to market is fair. You've paid it, they did it, it's done. I don't I don't agree with this clawbacks. But let's again take a look at the Solana chart. So you can see over the past month, it's really been going down. If we look at the day, that was a pretty big dip because people know, okay, this week we are expecting the judgment from the court to say, yes, thumbs up. We give you the thumbs up to go on and to start to liquidate these holdings. That's why it was such a dramatic drop this week for Solana. If we look over the past year, we could see this is okay. This is where FTX really got in trouble. And, we had a nice little double bottom right there. It kind of shot back up. And that double bottom is because people that believe in the ecosystem of Solana, they know it's going to rebound in the next bull market. So they see all of this as an opportunity. Even though the price has gone down significantly, this is just a starting point for when the bull market starts, because don't forget, in the whole spectrum of cryptocurrencies, where does Solana lay? It is the ninth coin on the list of all the different cryptocurrencies. There's like 24,000 different cryptocurrencies. Now, we know the great majority, probably 99% of all of the tokens and coins that are listed on CoinMarketCap are duds. They're either meme coins or they've already been rug pulled, but they're still there. 99.9% of them are just junk. If you're looking to invest into cryptocurrency, your best bet is like the top 30, 40, 50 coins and tokens. That's where true investment is at. And Solana is a strong number 9 on that list. It's in the top 10. And we know these top coins in the position where they're at, when that bull market starts, it's going to be a great big run. So listen, this is, you know, I am a holder of Solana, just for full transparency. I don't have a great big position, but the lower that it goes, I definitely am going to dollar cost average into it because it makes sense to me in my long-term view. Where do I think Solana is going to be in the year 2030? 2040, which is where I plan on being retired before 2040, hopefully. Let me knock on some wood. One, two, three. Um, this is just a blip for us. We have that saying, zoom out and take a look at the chart, and that can get you to understand exactly where it is. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do a little zoom out on the Solana chart just so that we can get an understanding of where we sit right now. Let's go to all. Here we are, right? The all-time highs of Solana was almost $250. You could pick it up today for $18.50 almost, and it's probably going to go down even further. Where do I think the bottom is going to be? If I had to do a little analysis, can't do it right now. I don't have my glasses on. I do expect it to go down more. I listen, I don't mean to bum anybody out, but like I said, for people who believe in Solana, it's just a blip. This is where I'm going to dollar cost average in, and that's fine with me. Well, I thank you so much for joining me. And remember, try to only buy on the red candles and please take care of yourself.